Let me check. Yeah, that's pretty good to me. Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Purple Couch, Joycey.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the trailer park. Thanks for joining us this week. Of course, it's the girls talking trash. That's Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
And I'm Terry.
And that's Terry.
And we are the Trailer Park Girls Talking Trash.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. So that is some, well, for starters, that is some leopard print lace jacket you got on today.
Thrift store special.
Thrift
store.
Well, and because last week you were wearing a really nice pink denim jacket. Don't want the folks at home to start thinking we're rich, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, that's not happening. I buy a camera.
Second-hand stores.
Yes.
Right? Thrift stores.
Thrift store. We
charity
have
stores.
Yeah, charity gets Salvation Army. They've always got stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good time of year for it because the people that don't need this stuff anymore go out and buy this new stuff.
And that's
and they just get rid of it,
isn't it?
And so, yeah.
Would you say $3 at the thrift store? Yeah. Fantastic. So summer's here.
We're hitting it rich.
We're hitting it rich, yeah. $7, 2 jackets.
Yes.
Way to go, Joycey.
Yes,
nice.
All right.
Nice. So let's get started with the Trailer Park Trash Spotting Tip of the Week. Who knew this was going to be an educational show, ladies and gentlemen, but it is.
Just go figure.
So, look at Candy with an I. Y'all remember Candy with an I, right?
I certainly remember Candy with an I. She's around all the time.
Right, so she came around this week and reminded us that you know, if you're over 7 months pregnant and still wearing a halter top and a mini skirt with a little kid on each hand, your trailer park trash, ladies and
pushing
gentlemen.
The buggy. Getting the rest of the whole gang out there. That's trailer park trash. Yeah, that's a really big. That's easy to watch those ones.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted. I think October is when she has the
Candy
baby.
Has the baby. Candy with an eye.
Candy with an eye has her baby.
She gets another one.
So we'll keep you posted.
And we have that contest. Don't forget, we have the contest going on that.
Right.
Who's the
baby
daddy?
Baby daddy.
Yeah, we have some money that threw in the pool there, and we'll see how it is. Too soon yet.
Right. Because we're going to go by whoever she puts on the birth certificate, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
We're going to go with that.
Yeah.
So
we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
It's still going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to Joyce's great idea, the Taking Back Words segment of this show. This is where Joyce and I take back words. Joyce's motto really is grab a word and use it, which I think is a great idea.
If it rolls off the tongue,
right?
it's yours, own it.
Right. So, this week, I would like to take back, and this might surprise some people, because I think last week, or the week before, recently, we took back the word racist, right?
Pretty sure that was last week.
Yes. So this week, I want to take back the word Redskins, ladies and gentlemen. Redskins.
Oh, as in Washington Redskins.
Washington Redskins. They're a football team. And they're getting a lot of flack from everybody recently about their logo and about their name. And knock it off, you simpletons. Is all I have to say.
We said it before, you know. If you eliminate the word, you eliminate the problem, and the problem doesn't need to be eliminated. It needs to be addressed.
Addressed, right.
And dealt with.
Right.
Which means I'm okay with that now. I understand it all.
Right. I mean, if you take away words, take away vocabulary, you take away ideas. Yeah. And if you take away the Redskins, the name, and the logo, we forget about how Native Americans were once treated that way.
Right.
And the minute we forget that is the precious moment we're willing to do it again. I urge people to move forward and do not forget and you can help maintain some memory of our history by knocking it off with taking away our words. So Redskins, we're taking it back. You can tell us how you feel about that, but that's the way I see it. How, Joycey?
Yes, absolutely.
It's just...
we have an opinion on that, and that might be it. Let's just learn the words. And
let's not forget our history.
Of them.
And it's a great opportunity. It's a great reminder of how narrow-minded we once were. And hopefully now we are not, but lest we forget, right, ladies and gentlemen? Lest we forget. So, Redskins, go Redskins. I don't even watch football, but go ahead, Redskins.
I have a distant friend on Facebook from New Zealand, and she knows everything there is to know about American history, American Native history.
Right.
I think, well, if they're interested in our history from over there, we should be
a little more interested ourselves. A little more interested ourselves.
Instead of just erasing it. We can't erase it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's all right.
And we shouldn't erase it, and we shouldn't forget it, and knock it off, you simpletons. We're taking the word Redskins back.
Redskins back.
Taking it, go ahead, go Redskins.
Anybody can use it if they want to use it.
Right, and we wish you much luck, the Redskins football team from Washington.
The issue is racist.
It is. The whole issue is racist. Right. So there you go. There's something to talk about.
Everybody's side.
Right. Speak up and talk trash. Go ahead. We'd love to hear how you feel about that.
It certainly is.
It certainly is. So moving on, Joycey, to one of my favorite characters, the guy I hate to love and love to hate, and that's the I don't care taker, right?
I don't care taker.
The I don't care taker. And so recently he came by Joycey's place to fix a window that he accidentally broke with while he was on his ride-em lawnmower doing nasty job.
Lawnmower, you gotta tell him, quit, turn it around so that it blows into itself, not into everybody's
window.
But, of course, there's a little gravelly in here, and things happen, so it came whirling through Terry's window, and smashed it. And so he came and dealt with it like usual, and he put in this window screen stuff and went staple. I'll be back shortly to fix it. Well, that was like 6 frickin' weeks ago.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's been a good long while.
I'm glad it's warm. It's nice and warm, but we do need glass eventually. So.
Yeah, so, but it's a great time to create art in the summer. It's a great time to create art, right? Yeah. This guy's a quashed artist, right, ladies and gentlemen? And we get that. He's not happy unless he's doing his art.
He almost always gets to it, though.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it does happen. It's just when he's never really sure about that.
Right, and he does deal with the crazy stuff as it comes up, which we're grateful for that.
And this window isn't as crazy as most of them, so it got bumped on the rest.
Exactly, but he'll get to it.
Yeah.
So now, moving on to my favorite portion of this show, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I'm talking about the politically correct portion of this show, because that's where I get to go off. I'm passionate, right? I'm passionate.
It's the Terry Beakoff session.
Right. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to discuss, because this whole idea drives me crazy, zero tolerance. Zero tolerance, ladies and gentlemen. Joycey, zero tolerance. So look at zero tolerance, in fact, is really a fascist idea that solves absolutely nothing. It keeps people fearful and in line, but that's as far as it goes, right?
Well, that's as far as it needs to go.
Right.
It's just to have control of a certain situation with zero tolerance. So.
Right. And the first part of tyranny, the first part of zero tolerance, is that it gives the government, or whoever's talking, access to your private space and your computer and anything they want, without a reasonable cause. without reasonable cause.
The lunchbox story.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about. Now, this was 3 or 4 years ago in Sanford, I believe, North Carolina, and Ashley, a high school student, goes to school. Her dad works. She goes to school. They both have a brown paper bag lunch. She picks up the wrong bag and goes to school. So the school has a zero tolerance policy on drugs and weapons. And so every morning they do a random call out and search people's backpacks, lockers, and lunch bags.
Yeah.
And lunch bags.
And lunch bags.
And backpacks and lockers. So they call Ashley's name out, and she goes. She's not scared because she's an outstanding academic student and athlete. Nothing to worry about. So she goes there. In her lunch, she's got an apple and a paring knife, ladies and gentlemen. And the paring knife is a weapon. Oh my goodness, Ashley is breaking the zero tolerance rule.
When actually...
Can you believe that? And actually, she's wondering why she doesn't have her fruit cup.
Right.
Why she's got her daddy's lunch.
Because her and her dad switched lunches. In the morning, she took the wrong paper bag.
And so, now listen to this. Originally, when they talked, they were going to give Ashley a break, and okay, she's an outstanding student, we'll give her a break. And then they thought about it and went, oh no, zero tolerance is zero tolerance, and she was expelled from high school for I don't know how long. I'm working from memory here, this was 3 or 4 years ago. But that is insanity, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a good example of just zero tolerance doesn't work. I mean,
it doesn't work, no. And it just, look at a very wise and handy woman, that's you, Joycey, once said to me, and I believe it to be true, so I'm going to say it to you, folks at home, only a freaking idiot follows the rules to a T. A wise and handy woman knows that they are simply guidelines, ladies and gentlemen, right? Right. Because, look, there are exceptions to every rule. Like this. She got her dad's lunch mixed up. It was a paring knife for the apple. You've lost perspective, you simpletons. Grab a grip somewhere and hold on, for crying out loud, right?
When you tell me to zero tolerance, it makes me want to do it. It's, the old thing.
That's the rebel in you,
Do
Tracy.
not go into that house. Okay,
Okay,
Mommy.
yeah.
Okay, Mommy.
As soon as Mommy goes out, she's off
I
checking
have
out
to see
the
what's in
house.
there.
I know.
Zero
Right.
tolerance is in that same category.
Right.
Which,
and she wasn't
only
even
brings
doing
people
that.
more.
It was a total accident. She got the wrong bag.
She had her dad had an
horrific.
apple and a paring knife so he could eat his apple with it.
Right.
A knife and she got his
pretty
bag.
small-minded. Look up and look around, ladies and gentlemen.
Zero tolerance is we
yeah.
don't really. I don't like to think we live in that society.
Well, that's a tyranny.
Yeah.
And then I can search your home and your vehicle
we really
and
do
your
have
purse
to
and
have
whatever I
some
want.
freedom to think.
Yeah.
It can't
this
be all
is supposed
rules.
to be a
You can't live
democracy
your whole
after
world
all.
with just rules.
That's right.
You need freedom to think.
We needed belly laughs and stuff like that.
So let's
right?
get at it.
Okay. Well, look it. So I'm thinking, here's a good belly laugh. You have another zap strap story for the How to Be Handy tip of the week.
How to be handy tip of the week.
Recently, Joycey used zap straps on her toilet seat. So she was down here this week, and I flushed my toilet, and oh no, the chain got broken.
Frickin' chain broke.
Right. And so it was like an inside job. She had to go in the toilet bowl. Can you tell the folks at home, Joycey?
Well, another use for a zap strap. That's why. Because we had no more chain. We had nothing to replace this. Peanut gallery wasn't even here.
Right. It was just
we had a
us and the
serious
cat.
problem that we had to freaking solve because the toilet wasn't flushed. So I put a zap strap in there, tied it around over here, zapped up there.
So smart. And so handy. And how joyful I was, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still gleeful about it.
Yes. Tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
They're up there, we said before, they're up there with that duct tape and everything.
And the haywire
Silicone,
and
caulking.
the waterproof caulking.
Right.
Exactly. The four tools.
4 tools.
In the kit so far that we've found incredibly handy.
Right.
Living poorly here in the trailer park.
Can't live without.
Can't live without them. Zap straps for everyone. And here's something else, everyone. Speak up and talk back. Speak up and talk trash. We want to hear about anything you want to talk about. And feel free to talk about anything we've talked about. Talk with your friends, talk with us.
Comments. We just love comments.
Go ahead, shoot them at us.
Yep, we're ready for anything you got.
Absolutely. So now, before we go, I always like to end up the show with a funny story segment because the world could use a lot more love and many more belly laughs, ladies and gentlemen.
We're pretty sure about that.
I'm positive.
I'm pretty sure about that.
I'm absolutely certain. So, I don't know if you remember the ant incident, but Joyce had to sort of rescue an ant. Because I'm a Buddhist and I capture and release everybody in front of her all the time, even at her GD house. And but look I heard a story recently. Joycey was spiritual and had spiritual ideas long before she met me. Many moons ago, when you lived in Alberta, I'm thinking about this mosquito that she killed and then couldn't bear it. She couldn't bear it that she'd taken his little mosquito life.
There's a little bit of a story to the whole thing.
Tell the folks at home.
We used to do these really late. It was such a great trip. Go to the mountains with saddle horses. Just 2 people, 2 saddle horses and 2 pack horses, and spend 2 weeks in there. With nothing.
4 horses and 2 people.
4 horses all day long. All you gotta do is move your horses around. You don't overgraze anywhere. They just kind of graze around, and you go around.
And good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
And then you go back to camp and you hang out there, and it is most idyllic holiday I think that there is.
Right on.
To be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you stay in the bush too long,
for a little while, that's where we're going. We were up on the side of the mountain looking at stuff and then watching for wild animals down the valley and stuff.
Yeah.
And this mosquito came and it bit me, and I slapped it. Aw, poor little thing.
Yeah.
So then I pushed it over there a little ways, and then I built this little bit of a
grave.
Yeah. Dug a little hole.
Dug it out.
Put them in. Bing, bing. And then I built a cross out of twigs.
Little teeny twig cross.
Intertwined them together and put them right there and took a picture of them.
Said a few words.
Killed them.
Redemption, ladies and gentlemen.
Killed them dead.
Right.
But I did the right thing, folks.
Exactly. And so, spiritual ideas long before you met me.
I guess
is all I'm saying.
I guess I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, exactly. And redemption in your little mosquito burial ceremony.
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
So, I think that might be it for this week's show, Joycey, unless I've forgotten something or you have something to add. Perhaps.
I don't think I have, except that I'm just going to say one more time about the comments that we love. Tell us your story.
Love to have the comments.
Tell us your stories about your
absolutely.
caretaker
About
or an issue you don't like or a word that you
want to take back.
We love that stuff.
Absolutely.
So send it on out.
And thank you so much for joining us every week. We really appreciate the support, ladies and gentlemen. And we hope you have half as much fun as we do, right, Joycey?
Doing this.
From the trailer park, talking trash. We have a really good time, and we hope you do too. So that's Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
And I'm Terry.
And that's Terry.
And we're the Trailer Park Girls, talking trash. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us.
Signing out.
Signing out.
See you next week.
Signing out. Moving on.
Moving on.
Toodles.
Toodles. Bye-bye.